So any questions? Is there anybody that have questions? And I get a list of you. We're going to come. If I move 1 or 2 or 3 other groups, I will show you. Then we'll do a test for you guys. Find out which ones are hardworking and reasonable amongst you. And we'll start a program of how to train you in the industry so that when you enter secondary school, university, you go along this line. Some of you might not even need to. We are going to start a program at the College of Education in Ilesa here. Since to John Molu and the provost, we're going to do electricity, biogas, everything for them. We're still negotiating. So that will be the base where all of you will be trained. Have you? Thank you very much.
Excuse me, before we go.
Yeah.
That digester.
Yes, sir.
You said that it contains some droppings.
Yeah.
Like cow dung.
This particular one is pig. From Kampala Agro-Allied Farms. We work together on this project. Because of its
availability there.
Yes.
Now, the bacteria there will produce heat.
No, there's heat under the sun produces the heat on the ground. That's why we build it on the ground.
On the ground.
Yes.
Okay. Because I understood when the lecturer was trying to tell us that there is no single engine.
Nothing like
inside that except the dumps.
Yes. We're starting our main project. We're going to make 2 megawatts of electricity.
Okay.
That we're going to use to power this town and Ijesha and Ikwetu Ijesha. And for those, this digester you see here is 8 cubic meters. For that project, we're going to have 2,000 cubic meter digester, 3, not underground, overground. So by express, you'll be seeing it. The site is by the express. That's why we're going to need to train a lot of people. And that site, we're hoping by the next Erin Oke day, we will have finished the job and we will have our Erin Oke day at night this year, by the grace of God. And that site, we're going to have a pig farm there, mainly, in conjunction with Kampala, the Falashes. We're an energy company to do with electricity. We have nothing to do with farming. But because we're in Nigeria, you see anything you do in Nigeria, if it involves 3 processes, A, B, C, all those processes must be controlled by you.
Yeah.
If you don't control it, you are not going to be successful. Now, when we started this prototype, we partnered with the Falashes Kampala. And there's a rate that we have to feed waste every day. And the pigs at Kampala only produce so amount of waste.
Yeah.
So after a point, we ran out of waste from them. And Jimmy called some other farms to send us to.
Okay.
But rumors are already gone around that we're desperate for the waste. So they started playing games with us. In the end, we bought each drum for 2,000 naira. More expensive than cement.
That's what Nigeria.
That's why we decided we're going to have our own pig farm instead of relying on other pig farmers.
Because the dung serves as your raw material.
It's the raw material. So if we have pig farm, it even makes it better for us. It's an all-encompassing industry in the sense that we have revenue from the pigs, slaughter rates. Because we also have the energy, electricity, we're bringing food processing companies around here so that the pigs, not only are we going to be selling them as pigs, we're also going to be adding value. Sausages, baking, that we do in a serious way, export to Lagos, to all those supermarkets, And then we have revenue from them. Then we have revenue from our gas, that is electricity. That's number 2. Then we have revenue from the fertilizer. We're going to control the farmers in this state by the time we finish, because we have our fertilizer stacked up. So, and you don't have to now use foreign exchange to import fertilizer. Yeah. You don't need chemical fertilizer that depletes the soil. So from Osun State will be the center of organic fertilizer by the time we finish. Because even all this that we're building now, we're building a digester for Kampala, some at Zerabout, all the people we're building digesters for, we're still collecting the fertilizer and bringing it here. So the process of drying it, bagging it, making it is a very involved process. That's probably where most of you will be working. because that is where the most revenue will come from immediately. Then not only the fertilizer, then the water, the effluent feed. We sell it direct to fish farmers, but we want to create the premier fishing industry in our town since we have what we need. So we're going to, Jimmy already has a fish farm and all that. So most of the people that are enterprising, all this, you don't need to be making block industry or anything anymore. Once you have a fish farm or a pig farm, everything you produce, no, you don't have to go to the market begging. People will knock at your door and buy. So hopefully within the next 5 years, there will be no more poverty in this town. Thank you very much.
There's no any that dropping, pig dropping and cow dropping. Can this indigestive take place?
No. It has to be fed at a rate. Partner, how does the feed how many days?
7 days.
Every 7 days. With how many buckets? 2. So we need to be constantly powering it. If we don't power it, it will collapse. And then you just have a suckaway that is useless. You understand? So that is why you need your own farm. You have to constantly, every 2 weeks, to power what we call power the digester. You know, it's like I always tell people when I used to teach, I teach my students the second and the third law of thermodynamics. The second law is that you will never get a nothing for something machine. There's no machine that will work without putting something. Yeah. So in life, you will never get something for nothing. Once you guys realize that. Láyé kò sẹ́ tó máa kò sọ́fẹ̀ láyé. So tell your command for any láti bèrè, what does he want back in return? That's the second law. So you will never get something for nothing. Same here. You must put something in it to get something out. Then the third law, you can never have a perpetual motion machine. Well, teach a machine not to mama not to duro. Most machine must stop. You understand? That for your life means that nothing goes on forever. The vanity, if you're in a sad period, just be hardworking and be focused, and a better period will come. If you're in a happy period, don't get carried away. Keep working and keep your head down, because the bad period is going to come. So that you use the science lesson for your life as well. No free lunches, nothing goes on forever. Somebody has a question.
What are some precautions which you take while doing maybe in the digester down, while bringing the gas here, the precautions, some precautions you take?
As you know, it's gas we're dealing with, so you can have explosions. So all that safety measures and all that, we will explain to you when you are in detail. But as far as you know, outside there where the digester is, there is no danger. But here where the gas is, you need to, just like any other gas. And this gas is stronger than the gas you use at home. The gas that you use now to cook is natural gas, which is butane. It's about 20 to 40% gas. Whereas this is between 60 to 80% gas. So this one is stronger. And you can't put it in cylinder just like natural gas. You have to liquefy it. If you just put it in a small cylinder like that, you shake it, the cylinder will explode. So one of the work which you will be involved, which we're still doing, is to convert the gas into a liquid form using alcohol. So once you convert it into a liquid form, it's liquefied. You can have it in a small container. It can power cars like buses. Like, you convert a car. So the ones we are planning in future to power Lagos buses, all those BRT buses. Hold on, please. Jide, I'll call you back. Alright. So the ones like in Lagos, most of you haven't been to Lagos before. They have a lot of buses, BRT buses. Like all these telephone companies, MTN, you see all their stations here where they have generator and diesel. They're always stealing their diesel. They're always missing diesel. Diesel is very expensive. So all those generators at MTN, EcoNet base station, we can change them to biogas generators. When we liquefy it, all we do is we just supply them with gas at the, when it finishes. Even all the buses in Lagos, they have all these problems too, of stealing diesel, of not making account. If it's gas, nobody can steal the gas. And then it's greener, it's more efficient, it's less polluting into the atmosphere. This is called green energy. And the United Nations, I'm sure you've all heard of, they're trying to encourage it to stop pollution, to stop what we call greenhouse gases going, so that your weather won't be changing. You won't have rain during Harmattan, you won't have that. So they always encourage it. There's a protocol called Kyoto Protocol, Kyoto in Japan. That's where they had that meeting. So like this project, it qualifies for what we call carbon credits. They give you credits that you are reducing pollution in the atmosphere. Those credits you can trade it just like shares on the stock exchange. So that's another product that we're selling apart from our gas. We get green certificates and then we can sell it to manufacturers, don't pollute. So they say they have this green certificate, it has reduced their emission pollution. So it's a long way, but all you have to be focused, you have to sleep well, you have to eat well, no indomie, no bread, and no sugar. You think it's funny. If you eat well and you sleep well, your brain will work. You don't need all the rest of cramming and all that.